Oh, that was it? I wish it was longer. It felt like there was more. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Are you ready for Violet's Tale, part three of Ren's trilogy of the Tale of Jenny and Screech? I sure am. I've really been enjoying this, and I hope you've been enjoying this too. If you're new here, if this is the first Ren video that you're coming across that I've covered, I've actually already covered Jenny's Tale and Screech's Tale, so you can find those on the channel. I've also done High Ren in the past too, so check those out if you haven't yet. If you're totally new here, my name is Manon. I'm a filmmaker. I look at music videos from my perspective as a filmmaker. So we talk more about the cinematic and videographic aspects of things. I've done a couple short films. I'm working on my first feature film. And yeah, we have a really fun community on Discord. So if you like talking about music and movies and music videos and gaming too, please join us there so we can continue the conversation. This has just been a joy, and I'm so excited to share the third part of the tale of Jenny and Screech with you, which is Violet's tale, and I'm really excited to dive into it. So let's do it.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beeps and bloodstained sheets, Our Lady weeps, she's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
Before we get too deep into it, because I know I'm going to be sucked in again, and we just had this smooth transition to the body of Violet's tale, right? What an interesting new setting. We're in a hospital. We open on the beeping of like a heart monitor, and I wonder where this was shot. It doesn't look like a modern hospital. I wonder if maybe for this one they did a little bit more set building. He's in this hospital gown, which looks very similar to the one he was wearing in High Ren. Again, I'm completely just drawn in by him and the way that he builds these stories and the song and the camera work. Again, they do a great job of choreographing this sort of dance of focusing on him and then pulling slightly back when he pulls back in the story. Really beautiful. And the light here is quite garish, like it's very sparse, all natural, and I mean, like they didn't add too many lights in the room either. It's not traditionally lit, is what I'm saying. It's like normally you would in a TV show or movie or most other music videos, like they make sure that the face is properly lit. His usually isn't, and that's quite interesting. Regardless, though, like you can tell that he is such a great performer. He is really embodying that anxiety and the fear, and really as if he's sort of scared of this environment. And that is part of what draws you in so much, I think, is he's really not just like a great singer and a great like musical performer, but also his acting is really, really good. And it's impressive because normally you, especially for like a music video performance, and we talked a little bit about this in my video for Powerwolf's Sinners of the Seven Seas, where they talk about overacting for music videos. You have to act a little bit bigger. Now, those guys were like really actively directed by a director on the music video. Here, though, because he and Sam are doing these single takes, really long takes of just doing the whole song in one go, and singing as well. Like there's no room for active directing of Ren while he's performing. So again, I do think that they rehearse beforehand, but it feels very natural for him. It feels like that is something that he's just naturally inclined to do, is to really also use his body and how he's singing and telling this song. And perhaps for on stage, it would read as quite small, like the emoting, but because we spend so much time up close with him, it reads very natural and really good. So yeah, let's continue watching.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took a tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took a tie but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound.
Wow. Oh, there was so much. Okay, so it looks like it is actually a hospital or like a private clinic or something. Because obviously he exits this room and then he walks through the hallway, which looks like very clinical. And I love this shot, like where he's just standing there in all these white walls with just a couple of these, printouts here on the wall, like these signs. And then, I love this staircase. It feels so ominous, just leading up to some sort of unknown darkness. And that's really, really beautiful. And again, he knocks on his guitar to knock on the door here. And like, this is what I mean. He's got such an expressive face. Just wonderful, like so intense. It's like when he's performing these darker moments, like with Screech as well, where he was really playing the villain, right? So he is able to present himself and his performance and his body and really embody that vibe. Just sublime. And now we've moved outward. And this is really interesting because camera wise, what's happening here is that Samuel is a little bit too close to him, which is why he is going in and out of focus, which actually quite helps. Like the every lens has a focal length. And so that means that the lens won't be sharp on an object until you're a certain amount of distance away from the lens. And I think that he came too close, which is why he goes in and out of focus. And it's really interesting and it really works for the story that he's telling here because it's really kind of creepy, isn't it? So it sort of feels natural. So let's go.
Eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood's black bone, crack, knick, knack, paddywhack, one to the jaw when the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I wanna do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins aligned side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Oh, that was it? I wish it was longer. It felt like there was more. Man, oh, that was beautiful. And so he walks out of the hospital. Through these streets, and again, all these beautiful lights and his performance, and I don't have that much more to add. It's like and he appears then to, and it turns out he walks into the town. I don't know if this is actually Paddington, but it's a beautiful environment, and obviously it must be late at night because there's absolutely no one else in the streets. And then this here, I love the lighting here. I don't know where this super green light is coming from, but again, they must have chosen this to stop him there and sing the last part because it is such a good looking environment. So again, it's like this really, really reddish yellow, which is sort of same tone as the previous video, the Screech one. And then we have this beautiful light, sort of blue, this sort of blue-green light coming from in front of him. And so it's really casting him in this almost, I don't know, he feels a little bit like the Joker in this. Like again, a little bit like a villain. And him walking around in his socks. I was thinking about that as he was walking. I was like, I hope there's no glass. Because you know how alleys in cities are, especially these areas by pubs and stuff. Wow. What a stunning, stunning video. I really enjoyed this very, very much. And I think I am going to cover more of his going forward. Like, definitely keep me posted if there's new videos that come out, because I would love to kind of keep up with him and see how he's doing. I know that his health isn't great. I think that's an understatement. He's been really struggling, and I hope he's doing better, because I hope that he'll be successful with all of his music stuff going forward. And I hope that perhaps, in the future, he'll have more money and bigger budgets to do these music videos. And I can only imagine the creative stuff that they're going to come up with. So, really wishing him all of the best. And selfishly, I hope he'll be making music for a very long time. So, yeah. Anyway, if you want to join the conversation about Ren and his beautiful music videos, join us in the comments, or even better, join us on Discord. I also have a Patreon that you can go to and check out. My supporters get early access to my videos, as well as some other special privileges on Discord, where you get to request reactions. I also stream on Twitch from time to time. So if that's what you're into, live reactions on there, you can join me and we can watch together. Anyway, this was so much fun. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I hope I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took a tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a